My kids are my best success. At this point, I have many things I've been successful in. I've built a business that pays its own bills. I keep animals healthy and alive, including the kids. I have various unique skills and attributes that take time to develop, and they make me feel successful a lot of the time. But by far the greatest sense of success I feel today comes when my kids are successful. When people tell me they love having them in the classroom. When they come home with an A that I know was very difficult to earn. Maybe true success is recognized only across generations. I'm Nick Walton. I'm a coffee roaster, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a wee farmer, and I can't stop thinking about the invisible scripts that run our lives. You're listening to The Values Sort. This is a field guide to the values that shape the patterns of thinking and behaviors that end up shaping our entire lives. This is essay number 6, Success. Let's get into it. Success. What a word. It's loaded, right? What's it mean to you? What's it mean to us? As a society, as a culture, as a group, as a family? I sometimes feel like a successful person, and sometimes I feel like success is far away and out of reach. I am a 20-year entrepreneur. I have worked in commercial construction, residential construction, and eventually in coffee roasting for the bulk of my adult life. I've owned my coffee company for more than 15 years. In that time, I've paid my own mortgage and I've paid my bills, all of them. Along with my life and business partner, I've been responsible for countless thousands of dollars in payroll, years of space rent. I've overseen branding efforts and new product launches, and I've overcome adversity. I have very nearly raised 3 whole children. One of them claims to be an adult as I write this. It's a gray area. In truth, they are stretching their wings and beginning to dabble in adulthood. And again, alongside my life and business partner, I've created a space where they are ultimately safe to do that stretching. My youngest child, for my birthday, wrote me a letter that made me weep, in which they let me know I would never be alone, that they would never leave me. May it always be so. My middle child is 15 years old, strong and self-aware, and knows that I'm a safe place for a snuggle when they've had a hard day or a difficult experience. I am beloved by my 5 wonderful nieces. I am cared for by my parents. I am interdependent on my brother. I would not do well if he disappeared, and he has consistently not disappeared for all of these years. I'm in therapy. I've known complex, personally challenging times, and I've known vibrant times full of optimism and belief for a good future. I have tools to face my life. I'm able to reframe my condition and wear confidence like a cloak. What's success? Is this it? I guess I do feel like this is enough for me to feel successful. In unhealthy moments, I live comparatively against others. Well, I'm not blank. At least I don't blank. And while I think that's ultimately a pretty unhelpful metric with which to measure the merit of our existence, it can sometimes feel necessary to place yourself within a properly framed reality. So am I successful? I suppose I am. More importantly for this conversation, do I value success? And that ultimately does come down to definitions, I think. What's it mean to you? What's it mean to me? Is success in the eye of the beholder, I wonder? Outwardly, I appear to be at least marginally successful. It's because of all the good things in my life. I have a little farm. I have chickens and 2 very good dogs. I have a 20-year marriage to which I'm still committed and with which I am well satisfied. Sometimes, though, I don't feel successful, and it's because I know where the bodies are buried, right? I know where the windows are left unlocked at night. I know the ways in which I've left the door open to things I consider unsuccessful. I know I have a temper that I allow my closest relationships to be damaged by. I know the ways in which my business is faltering or isn't as good as it could be. And when you're a dad, a partner, a boss, these little foxes in the vineyard have real effects on real people. That's probably where a good bit of my imposter syndrome comes from in this area. I do value success, but more than success, I think I value a growing sense of what it can mean in my life, what success can be, rather than what advertisers or social media tells me it is. And that, I think, is the never-ending game, and it's getting harder to avoid. We're told 100 ways, 1,000 times a day that we're not good enough, not valuable to our communities without a certain definition of a successful life. I want to be successful. I want to have and be enough. I want to define a life well lived on my own terms and on the terms of the people who love me and are committed to me and my well-being. I want that for you also. So how do we define it? If you had to write your definition of success on a blank index card today, would it match the life you're actually living?